Good evening and welcome to 27 Minutes here on WJTS 27. I'm Kurt Gutgsell. For only the third time ever, Jasper Mayor Bill Schmidt presented the Mayors Foundation of Jasper Award. Today, Mayor Schmidt honored one of the biggest ambassadors of the city of Jasper, Mr. Vic Knies.
What I want to present to you today is the Foundation of the City of Jasper Award. This is an award I started and have been real stingy with. You are the third recipient to receive this. The first one was Dave Beeler for his work with the Riverwalk. The second was Barbara Hobbig with the generous contribution of the Hobbig Center. And the award is set, let me just read the award, the background of it. The Mayors Foundation of Jasper Award was created to honor someone who has improved the quality of life for the citizens of Jasper. The accomplishments of the recipient helped to build and strengthen a permanent foundation for Jasper. These cornerstones will help to secure Jasper as one of the best small cities in America. The creation of the name of the award is formulated from the original naming of the city of Jasper, in which the story has been told as follows. The original town of Jasper was situated on land acquired by the Enlows and contained 120 acres. The commissioners were going to call the town Eleanor in honor of Mrs. Enlow's wife, of Joseph Enlow. When the good lady said, "No, wait, let me select a name," referring to her Bible, she suggested the word Jasper, and thus the town was named. Mrs. Enlow had read from the book of Revelations, chapter 21, verses 19. And the foundations of the wall of the city were adorned with all manner of precious stone. The first foundation was jasper. The Mayor's Foundation of Jasper Award is the highest honor that the Mayor of Jasper can bestow upon an individual. It is a personal tribute to someone who has rendered a distinguished service to the community, and she shall be held in the highest regard. So with that, Vic, I'd like to present you with the Foundation of Jasper Award. This is the letter which suggests maybe stick it in the back of it. And along with that, the award itself shows the foundation and the pillars, and again, it has the founding of the name of Jasper on the back of it. And we want to present this to you. And a Jasper stone on it. So don't leave yet, Vic. Along with that, we want everyone in the community to know that you are a recipient of the Mayor's Award, and although I can see you walking into the KSC, there you go. You don't have to. What we have here as part of the award is a lapel pin with the Jasper stone in the center of it. It says Jasper Mayor's Award. Very good. Now, before you sit down, some people out there that may not know you. Who would that be? Maybe Monica or something. The reason for this is just Vic has been an outstanding member of municipal government for the city of Jasper since 1960, when he was appointed to fill a vacant seat on Jasper's Common Council. In 1972, he was elected as councilman and remained in that position through 7 terms. In addition, Mayor Bill Schmidt appointed Vic to serve on the Board of Public Works and Safety, a position which he still holds today till the end of the year. And Vic has been an integral part of Jasper city government for 48 years and has appointed an elected official. With this long history at City Hall, Vic has become a mentor to newly elected officials and brings his expertise to his capacity as a member of the Board of Public Safety. Hardly a day goes by that Vic doesn't stop in, and I hope you still continue that. And we've gone on, and you can maybe see that we submitted this to IAC, but they didn't think as much as you as what we do. It's a community involvement. You hosted countless German visitors, and you became a grandpa to one of them, and continue to serve on our partnership commission, and you agreed to continue to serve on that. So Vic, you've done so much for the citizens of Jasper, and not only your financial help that you've done over the years, but especially the time and talent that we will be forever grateful. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
served with some very great people. And I agree, and I remember very distinctly when the author of the 100 Best Cities in America called. And I thought it was quite an honor for him to call, and I think he was right when he put Jasper in that category. So anyway, I go back and say when I was elected in 1972 and make a comparison of the city of Jasper then and now. And it's hard for you to believe, but we still had remnants of shortages from World War II at that time. That's why previous administrations, you might have looked and said, oh, they left us a mess. Not really. I think they all did what they could with what they had for the time. And, you know, now we're fighting a war and people have hardly know we're in it. But back then, there was rationing, things were tight, and it took years. You know, after in 1946, when people returned, we suddenly had an explosion of population. And it went through a period of time when there was no infrastructure improvements. So in my 36 years on the council and Board of Public Works, it's really infrastructure that we've brought to bear. So anyway, with that, I don't want to keep you going, but I do have to make a comment. When Bill says about a new grandpa, we got a Christmas card the other day, Monica and I, from Yvonne. She was with us for about 5 months. And that's been 10 years ago. And of course, it was a student exchange from Falkenballer. So I know I checked with Sister Adrian to see if she could do some shadowing, which Sister Adrian arranged. So anyway, the card from her, she still doesn't have a job. She's still waiting to go to the university. They don't have enough teachers. So she's going to take a job in Switzerland. So she'll be moving to Switzerland at least for a period of time. But in her comments, she refers to the bald grandpa and that I'm needed, that Willie needs the help. But I will say, just this morning it came to my mind, Queen Elizabeth is my age, and she's still going on. Joe Paterno is my age, and he can't quit coaching Penn State. And Yvonne thinks I'm needed, so I do have second thoughts. We've got a big man taking my place.
Monica, would you mind coming up here?
I can't carry it all.
Because we know that you have been the driving force behind this guy, and every night when he came home, you straightened him out so he could come back in the next morning.
You all know that's true.
I'm still working on him, trying to straighten him out.
Well, you know I needed all the help I could get.
Yes, you did. So,
He did a pretty good job all by himself.
he does a great job. So,
Well, I can't thank you enough, and I really appreciate all the employees that the city has, from the supervision all down.
Once again, congratulations to Vic. The Fraternal Order of Police Wood Capital Lodge 138 sponsored their annual Shop with a Cop on Thursday morning. There were approximately 63 children shopping with police officers this year. The Jasper Walmart and their associates, along with the Jasper Moose Family Center, who hosted a lunch after the shopping spree, were instrumental in assisting the FOP in conducting this annual event. The FOP 138 accepts donations year-round for this event. All money donated to the Shop with a Cop program is spent entirely on the children. Stay tuned. We'll have more 27 Minutes right after. Welcome back. Last week here on 27 Minutes, we talked about ROJAC's Let the Pride Show campaign in 2008 that will see the building of the long-awaited mill along the river and several other projects. Now it's time to pay for those projects and look at some of the fundraising events that ROJAC President Dave Beeler and his group have planned for the upcoming year.
Now let's get into the fundraising and the events. Maureen, would you like to come up, please? This is a part of the things we're doing to raise the funds we need for the matching funds.
Yes, we're going to start 2008 with a Year of the Mill raffle, and it will be a simple, standard raffle that you're all used to. Your ticket price of $20 will get you the opportunity to win $1,000. That is the grand prize. So just for $20, you might make the $1,000. And if you don't make it, then you're going to see where your money's going anyway. We're going to sell 1,050 tickets at $20 each, starting in mid-January. So it's an opportunity to tell your neighbors and friends, buy more than one. The grand prize is a total of $2,000. So we'll have the grand prize winner of $1,000. Then the second prize will be $500. Third will be $250. Fourth will be $100, $150. So that adds up to $2,000. And that drawing we decided would be on February the 29th, 2008, because it's a leap year day. And we feel like it is the start and the beginning of 2008 to leap into our big project and enjoy the year with a good fundraiser to start off with and make some money.
Good idea.
So,
leap into the year. That's a good one. Thank you. All right. Maureen's also in charge of our membership committee ongoing, and she's done a great job on that. So the next part of the action here is the Build the Mill auction. And Ken Sternberg is going to talk to us about that. Here he is.
Okay, we're planning a big auction here in town on April 18th and 19th. And Mike Elliott from Jasper Seating contacted me one day and he said, well, we could donate some things for this auction. So we kind of thought we'll have locally made furniture at this auction. I mean, we really intend to make this a huge auction. We're probably going to have it over at the Hoosier Desk building in a huge room. Depends how much furniture and different things we get from town, but we're planning on a big thing. We could have it over at Jasper Seating. We haven't considered that yet, but it'll be April 18th and 19th. It will be a sale and an auction. We're taking donations from local individuals, businesses, organizations. It's going to be really huge. I mean, we need a big fundraiser at this time so that we'll have our down payment for the mill, and this is going to do it for us. We're going to have truckloads of furniture. Kitchen cabinets have been offered to us. We've just got tons of things have been offered without us asking, so we thought we'd go out and ask a few more people to see if we can't even get more. So this will be happening on April 18th and 19th. If anybody has anything they want to donate or can think of anything or has any ideas, call me at Sternberg Furniture and I'll be glad to, to pick it up or do whatever, because we want to make this really successful for ROJAC. Thanks.
Ken. Okay, then we have the Old Jasper Days events, and here we have Nancy to speak to us in regards to that.
Okay, now we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have Old Jasper Day on June 1st. And the Lions Club has been having their Strawberry Festival for several years. So last year, the year before, we asked if we could kind of piggyback with them on their events, and they were very gracious and they said we could. So we're looking for a couple of fundraisers to do that weekend also. As you can tell, we need some money, and so why not have fun and try to raise some money at the same time. So we have a small committee working on a very unique fundraiser that will stretch the pride in Jasper. We are going to be having some corporate showrooms open their doors on that day, Sunday, June the 1st, and to be able to let people, just local people, for a charge, just like they do for the home tours. You'll pay for your ticket, and then you'll be able to go through these corporate showrooms. So we're trying to line up 3 to 4 corporate showrooms. So if any of you are involved in any of the companies and would like to kind of offer that service, please let us know, either myself or Kristen Rue. But anyway, we're hoping that that will happen on that day, and we are planning for that. And then the duck race, we are moving to June the 1st also. We decided to move that out of Strassenfest weekend, move it to the Old Jasper Day, and the Patoka 2000 will be donating $1 per duck that is sold during the duck race to ROJAC. And then we'll be having train rides that afternoon. And again, I think as Dave alluded, or someone did, we can't take the train to French Lick yet, but we can take the train to 15th Street. So that's exciting, and we've done it many times, and we'll continue to do that before we can go to French Lick. But we will have the traditional train rides, and we'll either have storytelling or some kind of music on the trains that day. And then Old Jasper Days will conclude that evening with a concert in the park by the DuBois County Community Band, which is always a popular group. People love to come and hear the community band, and also to show off a lot of our local talent. So Old Jasper Days will be a day to let the pride show.
Thank you, Nancy. We think that this Old Jasper Days has got great potential for the future. What it can develop into once we get everything cooking down here is really probably whatever we can imagine can happen. But once we get it all developed here, Old Jasper Days can be a big deal. And we think it will be that. Okay, number 3, Spirit Night. This is when it all happens, folks. This is going to be a big deal. This is the night, this is a Saturday, September the 27th. This is going to be the inaugural run of the Spirit of Jasper to French Lick. The first run. And incidentally, the very first ever train service between Jasper and French Lick was in 1908. So it's 100 years. It's 100 years since when it started. Now we intend this to be a major event. This is going to be a black tie event. It's going to be available for 80 people only. And it's going to cost some money, but it's going to be a big deal. We're going to have cocktails and hors d'oeuvres and all of that type of thing. Music on the train, on the trip. We intend to have a marching band send us off here with the ribbon across the track and all the hoopla and fanfare of a big deal. That's going to happen that afternoon, maybe 4 o'clock or something like that. But this is going to be a major, and we expect when we get to French Lick, we hope that there'll be some type of, hoopla there also from the hotel and what have you for us coming, and so we'll spend some time up there and we'll come back home. But this is going to be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal, and it's just going to be a classy thing, and we're excited about that. 80 people only, because that's all that will fit on the train. Okay? We take more, but I don't think we could. So anyway, we're real excited about the Spirit Night, the Spirit of Jasper's maiden run, the French Lick, September 27th. Okay? So put it on your calendar and start saving some money, because it's going to cost you a little to get on there, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice, and you'll be on that maiden voyage. Woo! That's a big deal. Okay, now, Richard, we call him our train man. Richard Pearson is going to talk to you here about item number 5.
Specifics. Before I say anything, I want to reiterate that none of this could have ever happened without people donating to ROJAC. And that's the key. We could talk about the cars and all this kind of stuff, but the $50,000 that we're using on that car over there comes from ROJAC, which means it's coming from the people that donate. And so I just want to reiterate that. Okay, the train to French Lick. What we are setting up right now is the trains will run, are experimental, you might say it, is going to be in October and November. We're going to run 3 a week, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We're not positive about the time, but it'll probably be in the evening. We're guessing early. Train will leave Jasper, arrive in French Lick. People always ask me, well, how long is it going to take? It's going to take an hour to hour and 10 minutes. It's 24 miles by rail from this point here to the French Lick station. How much is it going to cost? Well, it's going to cost 2 different price ranges. If you buy the ticket in advance, it'll cost you $15 round trip. If you buy at the time that the train leaves, it'll cost you $20. But the hotel, or I should say the casino, has already said we will give each passenger a $10 credit for their slot machines. So in theory, if you're running, if you're going to go up there, you go to the casino, the trip is costing you $5 if you bought it beforehand. And that is the way it's going to be as far as leaving here. Again, the seating is going to be 2 cars at first. That's 80 people that we can handle. If there's any other questions about the specifics of the thing, well, please answer.
We're going to start selling the tickets on Old Jasper.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. And we are going to start selling the advance tickets Old Jasper Day, which is June 1st.
So that'll be the first day tickets are available for $15.
For $15, right. The cars are going to be, and I'll mention it a little bit longer. The cars are going to be in great shape. First of all, they're all heated, air conditioned, carpeted. Restrooms are going to be available. Each car holds 40 people. It's not going to be chairs or seats, I should say, like in a bus. It's going to be chairs and tables. You can take them down, move them around, all this kind of stuff. So it's going to be a real party on the way up and hopefully a party on the way back. So it should be a lot of fun.
There won't be a bar, so to speak, available, although there might be snacks on there.
Oh, yeah.
But we won't have a bar, so to speak. The bar facilities are probably going to be used for people who rent the train for events.
Lease the train out.
Okay, events. But incidentally, the first 3 runs, the first week, we're going to give our ROJAC members the opportunity to ride for half price. Okay, as a typical appreciation card. So,
it's a perk.
but we think that people can plan events, what have you. October, November.
October, November, three trips a week.
Yeah.
Richard,
Yes.
you might talk about the track development at this point.
Oh, okay.
A bit about how that's.
Well, the track, other misconceptions, some people have said, well, there's no railroad between Du Bois and Cusco. Well, that's not true. The rail, it's always been there, but it's never been used. The track is being rebuilt by the railroad operation, which is the Du Bois County Railroad, and the Indiana Railroad Museum, which is the same organization. They're already starting on work. The new ties have been laid between Huntingburg and Du Bois. They're laying rock right now on top of the rail, and then they'll have a machine that comes in and levels everything out, straightens all the rail, and then the last thing they do is just smooth it out, and it'll look like a real nice railroad. The speed is going to be, in essence, 25 to 30 miles an hour maximum. It will be 25 to 30, which means it's going to be about an hour and 10 minutes for the trip. Yes?
Can you buy the tickets right here, and can you buy a monthly pass where they can just punch it?
We haven't looked at the monthly pass, but more than likely, the logistics of the ticket sales, we're not positive, but I'm assuming it'll be here. It makes all the sense to be here.
We don't have all those kind of details worked out yet, Barb, but I mean, this thing has got great potential. I mean, you know, one of the big things about yours is bringing in busloads of people. I can imagine buses pulling up here and getting on that train, you know what I mean? Really, it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen. And that's the thing where we'll have to work out a system on how we
And let me
sell
mention,
this stuff.
what is really fantastic is here you have a train that actually goes from a very nice city to a real interesting location. Now, the people at French Lick, they are really fired up about this. There's a lot of reasons for that, and that is, number one, they can use the cars, they will lease the cars themselves for their perks, for their people, the big spenders in French Lick, which would help defray the cost of the cars that ROJAC is doing. That's one thing. The other thing that they really are interested in, and I never even thought of it, is they are, and of course they deal with a lot of bus companies, this type of thing, but one of the things they're really interested in is having people come to Jasper to get on the train, to go to French Lick and do their gambling, and one of the reasons is parking. They don't have to worry about parking there. It's a real problem already for them. They park in Jasper and take the train back. We're also going to be working with the bus companies of maybe getting the people get on the train, take it up there, and sell tickets on the other way back for local things. There's so many things that you can do with this thing. It's the more you talk about it, the more ideas you have.
Thank you, Richard.
Okay.
Give Richard a hand here. The exciting thing you can see, and I hope you agree with, everything you've heard today on how the Pride Show that's coming here, this is going to be the year of ROJAC. I mean, it's going to happen. And a lot of things are going to happen. And it achieves many things on our goal. And that's the exciting thing that's going to really be great. And we just wanted to bring this off in a big way, so to speak, so everybody gets excited about it as we are. And all the things that's going to happen this year. and we keep working together. You know, we're asking you for a little money here, a little money there, but we're not beating on anybody, so to speak. And that's a good thing. We're doing this without a tax burden. That's the big thing. That is a very good thing. We've kept that in mind all along and how we would go ahead with all this. So, anybody from the board here have anything else to say?
Yeah, I'd just like to make a few comments. You know, over the last 4 years, we've had some highs and some lows, and every time we get down to the lows, we'll come out to one of those meetings, and Dave Wheeler has got it all fired back up. This project would not be as far along as it is, and his vision is sometimes he has to drag us along with his vision, but when we got the bid back on the mill, I want to thank Ron for the history lesson about the mill and how that all, obviously we were probably as dumb as the forefathers. I mean, if they would have had all the modern technology, they wouldn't have built the mill the way they built it either. But we had to regroup, and when we did, they'd come up along with some help. I think Kim had some ideas of moving it back and had talked to Ron, and he didn't say, well, he didn't throw the towel in and say, there's no way we're going to raise $2.7 million for this and spend that on it. We regrouped. We come up with a plan that's going to be authentic, it's going to be practical, and it's going to be useful. And again, our forefathers, they could have set it back off the river. They didn't want to deal with the river and the different levels every 2 to 3 months that happens on the river. So we're going to be low maintenance on this, and I think we're on the right track here of getting all of this together. And we're going to thank Dave's leadership. And after thanking Dave's leadership in this, everybody else on the board is just as important, but the real important people are we people who are in this room together, because you're showing an interest. You're the ones that are going to go back to the community, and when these programs come out on the raffle, the auctions, and every other fundraiser we have, you're going to be spreading the word. I hope you're going to be spreading the word. And everybody who gives a donation to ROJAC is just as important as I am to the project and as the board members are. So it's you guys that are making all this come together.
Well put, Mayor. Thank you.
One other thing, and thanking you, you probably don't even realize you're all doing this, but in talking to your friends and relatives, you're also bringing tourism to our area. Because we have people that stop downtown and they're not only in buses, which is great for the tourism to bring, but your friends and relatives are coming as a group. They, go out to eat once or twice, they walk around, they get gas. They're all helping our economy also. And it's a great, we had a group the other day that came in and said they come every year at a certain week of the year to be with their family and friends. And, they're going to congregate and spend money also and have a great time with the community. So you're helping to build up tourism too, and that's a great thing for the community.
A destination point, that's what we're going to be. Thank you. Chris,
Okay.
this is our tourism group.
Yeah, I kind of feel that I should probably say something about tourism since everyone else is talking about tourism. But no, really just to let everyone know too, it's obviously been a huge deal. It really is the future for our economy here too. We just got back a study that showed that we had over 1.1 million visitors in the year 2006 here to Du Bois County. If you think that sounds unbelievable, just think about the fact of everything we have going on here, our wonderful shops, our attractions, the history that we have here, and also that we are in the center of Holiday World. We've got French Lick that we've already talked about, and Patoka Lake too. Each of those keystone tourism attractions see over 1 million visitors a year. You combine that with the energy that we have here and everything that we have going on, and the people and all of you guys to make this work, and it's an awesome industry. I'm so fortunate to be in this position to promote tourism here in Du Bois County with all these wonderful people that we have. And just listening to this, as Mayor said, we sit in these meetings sometimes and we're not sure, then Dave does get us fired back up, and listening to everything, we really just want you guys to come on board too. We're here to showcase this area to our visitors, so we should be fortunate what we have here and be able to share that with them. So thank you guys again.
Let the pride show.
That'll wrap up this edition of 27 Minutes here on WJTS 27. For the entire crew, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. Good night, everybody.